Hey everybody, this is Phantasma, aka Aubrey Black. Uh, I just set up the MPC X as a sound module for the Island Instruments S2400 using the M Audio Keystation 61. And I just want to do a quick rundown of a few things that sort of tripped me up in doing this setup because I didn't see any videos about some of these issues that I ran into. So, first things first, you have to set up, in order to get MIDI from the S2400 to the MPC X, you have to connect the MIDI cables to the back or the USB cables to the back of the S2400 and plug them into the MPC X. I'm not going to go over that or really like show that because that part is pretty straightforward. The S2400 will show up and the MIDI sync menu and the preferences of the MPCX, whether you're using the if you're using USB. I have not done it through MIDI cables yet. You want to plug your M Audio Keystation into the USB host ports of the S2400. It should recognize the M Audio Keystation, or rather, you should see the lights on the M Audio Keystation turn on. In order to hear the MPCX or any sort of outboard device on the Island Instruments S2400, you have to both connect the audio cables from the back of the S2400 into the MPCX or whatever device you're using, or rather, you want to connect the audio cables from the outs of your device into the inputs of the S2400. Okay. Now, in order to actually hear it on the machine and basically monitor it on the machine, you have to go to the Input Mon section, shift pattern length, select analog input, and go to the input jacks, select the line that you're using, and you're good to go. Okay, we hear it. So, okay, so that's one thing. So with the M Audio Keystation 61, if you watch that tutorial on S2400, I feel like the assumption, and I could be wrong here, is that your MIDI keyboard or whatever you're using to send MIDI to the S2400 sends MIDI on all channels, and you use the A button here to do the MIDI focus so it can only send on one channel. Now, if you do that with the M Audio Keystation, it just stops working. I don't know why, but it just does. So, but that's fine because the M Audio Keystation only sends MIDI on one channel at a time, and the way you switch the channels is you press the advance button, and you either press the keys associated with the channels across the keyboards, or you press the channel button here, and you switch through the channels using the plus and minus buttons. Okay, that was something that really tripped me up. For some reason, it seemed to default to channel 6. Maybe it somehow got that way. I don't know. And no matter what I did, what settings I used, it would only send on channel 6. And I had to find a manual It was not a fun experience. I had to factory reset my MIDI keyboard, man. But yeah, so that's two things. So the input monitoring, the selecting channels on the M Audio Keystation. In order to hear the MIDI that's being sent by the S2400 to the MPC X, in order to hear multiple tracks played at once, you have to, on the track, on the MPC X, normally it's set to auto, right? But you have to set it to merge. And if you set it to merge, it'll you'll be able to hear multiple tracks at once. Okay, and also you want to select in the MIDI input section there. You want to select the Island Instruments S2400 and the channel you're using. Other than that, if you follow the tutorials offered by Island Instruments, you should be good to go. So yeah, that was my quick rundown on how to set up the MPC X as a sound module for the Island Instruments S2400. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, listen to my music, and I'll talk to you soon.